Hello, everyone. So, we are going to introduce you to someone today. His name is Sam Haynes, and he's going to talk to you guys a little bit about the services that he offers. I'll give you the floor.
Thank you. My name is Sam Haynes. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments, and I help people reach their individual goals, whatever they may be. The way I do this, the way I work with my clients is I sit down, get to know one another, we build a relationship, and I find out what's most important to them, what their goals are. And using all that information, I'll use a well-established process to put together a personalized financial strategy for them. And then I partner with my clients throughout their lifetime, and we meet on a regular basis and make sure that you're staying on track to reach your goals. So the way I can help long-term care homeowners who we're talking about here today, most of them are probably set up as LLCs or
I think most of you guys are set up as LLCs. Yes.
Okay. So there's plenty of options for a business owner in the retirement space for retirement planning. We can open up what's called a SEP IRA or simple IRA if you want to provide retirement planning for yourself. If it's, let's say you're a husband-wife team that owns a home and it's just them, no employees, we can open up what's called a simplified employee pension plan, and you can save up to 25% of your salary every year, and it shelters you from income taxes on that money.
So it's really nice because a lot of self-employed people don't have options for investment.
They don't. Well, they don't think they do.
Well,
They're
they
not
don't
aware
think
of their
they do,
options,
correct.
and that's my job, is to make people aware of their options. And then in addition to having like a SEP or simple IRA, you could also have a Roth IRA for saving money after taxes. Plenty of options there for a small business owner. And if you have employees and you want to provide a benefit for them as well, help them save for their own retirements, we have options that we can do that as well. And you can even open up your own 401k plan if you wanted to do that.
Oh, I didn't know that was possible.
It is possible.
See, I don't even know everything.
It is possible. Depending on how many employees you might have, it could be running a 401k plan might cost you up to $2,500 a year. So the simple IRA is a cheaper option to go, but a 401k plan is definitely an option as well. And then this also allows your employees, if they have a 401k from an old employer, it allows them to roll that money over into your plan at work, so they can consolidate all of their retirement plans in one place.
Okay, and then what about long-term care? So, something that we do not do enough. Now, if you're working in this industry, you know some of your residents have a long-term care plan, which is able to cover most of their expenses, probably all of their expenses. Now, what are you doing to plan for your future? It's really, really important that you apply for long-term care and at an early age so it can be affordable. And of course, the reason why is so that, what's the advantages of having a long-term care plan?
The advantages of having a long-term care plan are that you will be able to shelter your assets from Medicare should you need to go on government assistance to go into a long-term care facility. From my own personal experience, I had a family member that actually, my aunt had dementia. She went into a long-term care facility with no planning, ended up spending all of her assets, and when she passed away, my cousins thought they were going to inherit her house. Turns out that when the house was sold, all of the money had to go back to the government. You spend down all of your personal assets, and then the government still comes after your estate. So it basically long-term care basically took everything from my aunt. So you don't want to do that. You want to protect your family. So there's a couple of options in that space. There's long-term care insurance, which just covers the long-term care facility when you need to enter it. A better option that I'm talking to a lot of people about now is a life insurance policy with a long-term care rider.
The hybrid plan.
The hybrid plan. It's a rider that allows for an accelerated death benefit. Say you've got a $250,000 policy, so you do have life insurance if something should the worst happen to you. Your family's protected in that way. But then what happens is if you need to go into a long-term care facility, you're allowed to take 4% of that premium face amount per month, and basically the insurance company writes you a check.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
$250,000 policy of 4%, it's going to be $10,000 a month that the insurance company just gives you. You're able to do whatever you want with that money. You can opt for home health care. You can use that money to remodel your house to make it barrier-free if that's one of your needs. or you can use that money to pay for a facility.
So that means by doing a hybrid plan, you could possibly get up to $10,000 a month.
Up to $10,000 a month until until the $250,000 case
cap
amount
is finished.
gone. So it'd be about 2.5 years that you'd be.
So as far as figures come around, I believe that the cap for long-term care is at $6,000 in Arizona. So if you have long-term care right now, they'll pay up to $6,000. But if you have a hybrid plan, most likely it might be around $10,000 if you're needing care in a long-term care facility. So again, it's really important to plan for your future. This helps out a lot. A lot of people that I know in my generation and the millennials, I don't know if you're planning for your future. You never know what happens. I'll give you a good example. I had a lady that was diagnosed with MS at 40 years old. She didn't expect it, but she was lucky because her insurance, her employer provided long-term care. So she's 68 years old now, and it's been paying for her care. So you never know what could happen, and I think it's important. For 28 years, it's been paying for her care to live in an assisted living home. Thank God. So of course, long-term care is important, and a hybrid plan with life insurance is something that we really need to look into. So, and then there are some other options and other services you guys provide.
There are. We help people with saving for college. So if long-term care homeowner has children that they want to send to university, that's only getting more and more expensive. So let's do some planning in that regard, and we can help with that. And then also we help people with tax planning, estate planning. We work with estate attorneys, CPAs. So as a financial advisor, I'm part of a team that will work with you, and I'll tell people I'm the quarterback of that team. We'll bring in players as needed. Lots of, most of my job is really just to educate people on what their options are. People really just don't know.
And as self-employed and long-term care or assisted living homes, you guys work a lot, so you don't have as many options to know what's available out there. And if anyone should need any financial assistance or guidance, I think that you guys should contact Sam. He can help you and guide you in the right direction. Absolutely. So if you guys want to reach out to him, his email address is sam.haines@edwardjones.com. And do you have a number that they can reach you at in case they want to call you?
Yeah, my number is 602-320-9104.
Okay,
that's
and
my cell phone.
Awesome. Well, he gave you his cell phone number. That's awesome. And then again, you guys can go online at edwardjones.com to look at what type of services they provide. As assisted living homeowners, we need to invest in our future. And I think that that's something that, we should all look into.
Absolutely. There's so many options available to the business owner. Happy to sit down and no cost, no obligation. Just take 45 minutes of your time and let you know what your options are.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Arizona.
Thank you.